The all-new Chevy Trax is larger and more spacious than before, and it offers even better value. Its brilliant facelift and improved safety features make a once dreary subcompact more appealing. An automatic 6-speed transmission and 137 horsepower, 3-cylinder turbocharged engine power every Trax, which is front-wheel driven. It uses the smaller Trailblazer's drivetrain and takes design cues from the midsize Blazer. The beginning price of the new Trax is unusually lower than the one it replaces, and it offers greater rear legroom and storage space than the previous generation. The Trax is a smart choice for people trying to get the most value out of their new car purchase. It is one of the most reasonably priced crossovers on the market today, after the tiny Kia Soul and Hyundai Venue. After a brief hiatus, the Chevy Trax is back as a thicker crossover with more standard features than before. New inside and out, the Trax has a longer wheelbase with more rear legroom and increased cargo capacity. The Trax is now offered in 5 trim levels rather than just 2. Chevy uses the 137 horsepower turbocharged 3-cylinder from the Trailblazer this time around, giving the Trax 18 fewer horsepower than the previous model, a significant reduction when you have only 155 ponies to start with. The Chevy Trax offers some promising extras without breaking the bank. The LT is the sweet spot between affordability and features. The LT comes with a big 11.0-inch infotainment touchscreen and remote start, and we'd spend the extra cash for the optional heated front seats and steering wheel. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are also standard on LT and up, which makes navigation and playing music from your smartphone a breeze. Every Chevrolet Trax is powered by a 137 horsepower 1.2-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine and 6-speed automatic transmission. It's the same powertrain under the hood of the Chevy Trailblazer. This is the only powertrain, and it's front-wheel drive only. While the Trax is somewhat larger in size than the Trailblazer, the last Trailblazer we tested reached 60 miles per hour in a patience-demanding 9.4 seconds, but it was all-wheel drive. Torque comes on low in the rev range, which means the Trax has enough power to get off the line with some vitality but is somewhat limited by its sluggish transmission. Despite its faults, we'd still prefer the Trax's slower shifts to the unremarkable CVTs and other crossovers. In any case, we expect the Trax's performance to be relaxed at best. The new Chevy Trax has a completely redesigned interior. Its driver-facing infotainment screen and climate controls are neatly placed, and the rest of the interior is made up of the unexceptional materials expected in this affordable segment. The new Trax has a longer wheelbase than before, which has resulted in about 3 inches of additional rear legroom and more cargo space. Its driving position also feels much lower this time around and more car-like, which we consider a huge plus. While tech luxuries such as remote start, heated front seats and steering wheel, and a sunroof are trim-dependent, these features help liven up an otherwise corporate interior. Chevy gives the Trax LS and 1RS trims an 8.0-inch infotainment touchscreen as standard equipment, which is already a larger unit than what was previously offered on the fanciest version of the previous generation. An 11.0-inch infotainment touchscreen comes on trims LT and up and includes an 8.0-inch gauge cluster. This driver command center controls much of the new Trax tech such as wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, an available wireless phone charger, and Wi-Fi hotspot.